Bang. Yes, people, welcome back to the 620 podcast. Obviously, another weekend of absolute madness. I'm here with man like Matt, or Matthew now, because there's two Matts now, so it's all complicated than that. And first time entrance with Ish. Welcome aboard to the 620 podcast. Ish
Thank you
is
for having me,
is
guys. Appreciate it.
of course, definitely. If you don't know, Ish is a dirty Spurs fan. And
Dirty,
he'll be
this
joining
is
us.
loyal, real North London.
He'll be joining us for the podcasts. He actually chose a good week to come on. To be fair to him, because Spurs, you never know what you're gonna get. But
Finally
he
got a
came
dub.
he came on a good time. Yeah, he got the dub, so he raw came out a good time. Can't complain. I know Matthew's smiling because man's texting me on about what did you say again? What
Keep
did you text
applying
me?
the pressure.
United fans are buzzing right now. United fans are buzzing. But yeah, man, we're gonna chop up the weekend's results and then talk about a couple of big situations. Firstly, though, before we begin, obviously our hearts and prayers with the family of Christian Atsu. What happened was a travesty. Obviously, we know what's happened in Turkey and Syria, so we'll continue to pray and support them in these hard times. Obviously, as well, Atsu strong link with the Premier League, being here with Newcastle. And it was a shock. I mean, 1 minute I saw that he was all right and he was fine in reports, and then next thing I know, he's being found dead. So it's very, very unfortunate times, and it's hard for the family. So yeah, we'll just keep them in thoughts, keep them in mind. But cool. We'll start off with why not Chelsea. We're supposed to have Des joining us. He might join us in a bit to represent the Chelsea flag. But if I was him, I'd probably stay hiding myself. I can't even lie, bro. Chelsea right now, it's looking peak, man. It's looking peak.
They're in the mud right now.
In the stickiest mud I've ever seen in my life.
Mm.
I tried to watch the game. I tried, but yo, fam, every time I watch Chelsea this season, it's been dead, absolutely dead. These men have scored 23 goals. 23 goals, bro. That is awful, man. This 19th place Leeds has scored more than them. It's embarrassing. Like,
Whew.
I don't know what it is. Like, they don't even look like they could buy a goal, bro. The amount of P they have, they still couldn't buy a goal. Um, Southampton haven't won in 10. no, no manager. Yo,
Boy, I don't...
grabbing the points. And Chelsea were at home. Nah, man, the disrespect is mad. I can't even lie. The disrespect is mad. Ward Prowse, for me, Ward Prowse is the best free kick taker we've seen in the Prem.
100%, man.
Matthew, your eyes are up because you're probably thinking, David Beckham. Nah, bro. Ward Prowse is the best free kick taker in the Prem, bro. That's ever been in the Prem. He's so consistent. It doesn't matter where he is. He just bangs it, and it's mad. There's nothing keepers can do. But yeah, also, I don't know if you guys watched the game. 3 points
I
for
did
Southampton.
actually.
Yeah, what's your take
I
on it?
actually work near Stamford Bridge, and I see all the supporters every game. Like, they come to my bar right before I drink every game. I take the mic. I ask them, so what do you think the score is going to be today? Yeah. I just do it for my reaction. And they ain't even got a positive attitude anymore. Just like, you know what? I'll take a draw today. I'll take a draw.
Nah, stuff it. Not big Chelsea, Stuff it.
Nah, I feel
Oh
like
my
Chelsea's
God.
DNA has literally been gone since Abramovich is gone. He brought the winning culture to the club. And when he got like literally annexed out, they don't know what to do with themselves. And you got an owner who don't know squat about football. He's a businessman, but thinks if you spend now, it helps translate to winning. He don't understand about a squad growth because he just knows American sport.
Yeah. It's just he thought it was NBA, bro. He thought it was
It
NBA.
don't
Like,
work like that.
trust
And
me.
I feel for Potter as well. I feel for him because he's got half a squad of guys he didn't buy and he's still got to work with them. Now he's got a new influx of guys. He doesn't know how to fit everyone into the rotation. But the person I feel sorry for the most is Raheem Sterling. Like, he's putting his career one
Yo,
foot in the grave just
Matthew,
being
you're a
there.
pagan, bro. Why are you closing your eyes like
Bro,
that?
what have I done? What have I done?
Huh?
All I'm gonna say is that apparently he left City to get more playing time in it, and now it doesn't seem like he's gonna be getting much of that in Chelsea. So
He needs to go back. Go back humble and be like, yo, I'm just thinking, yo, Haaland would be happy if he had Sterling. Him going behind the lines and getting the cutbacks. De Bruyne won't have to do too much. So it just worked like that.
No, but for real though, you're right to say sorry for Sterling. I feel sorry for the whole squad, bro. 'Cause I don't think they even believe in Potter. I'll be real. It's getting a bit tense. I saw a stat that said, well, it's not even a mad stat. In the last 15 games, 2 wins. That's purely unacceptable, bro. Purely unacceptable, bro. This is a big club, bro. We're not talking about
Plastic
Brentford here.
plastic club.
I mean, obviously with the oil thing and the situation, but we've
Nah,
come
I've
to
always said
accept that
Chelsea's a
that's what Chelsea.
plastic club.
Yeah, but we've come to accept that Chelsea bought their way in, but they have like, I wouldn't say a solid stone as a background thing, but they got something to represent. Like they had a little bit
I'd
of
say
history
since
before the
2003,
P's.
yeah.
No, I mean, but they had a little bit of history before the P's came in. Obviously, the P's have solidified their status in Europe. But let's be real, this is purely unacceptable, bro. Chelsea have sacked managers for winning Champions Leagues, and the pedigree is just different. Like being a
That's
fan right now must be hard, and I know a lot of people saying trust the process, but you have to start, working
I
your
don't
way
think Chelsea
towards
fans
that.
can do that.
Yeah,
Like
they don't.
their whole identity is being like an insecure little girl. Anything they don't like, they chop and change it. Nose job, BBL, yeah, eyebrows, lashes. That's what they do as a club. I always tell their fans that. That's what you tell me. You fix everything until you feel like it's all right. Quick fix. That's what it is. Quick fix, and then boom. They feel like the problem's solved, yeah. Start a little hiccups getting here and there. Teams around them get better. Like if they go on a 3-4 game losing streak, they think about, who's next? What manager can I do next? So that's what they keep thinking. A quick trip to Turkey. That's what they keep doing every time they lose, man.
No, but if you're a Potter, yeah, obviously you got this massive squad. Someone's coming up. Well, who you getting rid of, man? Give me 5 players. Both of you, give me 5 players. Who you getting rid of?
Open heart surgery, man. I feel like you got to go to the board and say, if you want me to really get this done right, these are the guys I want, and these are my new targets. Like, he doesn't use half that squad, mainly because he doesn't need it. And then he's got this expectation just to keep buying, but that's never been his style. He likes squad development, and that's against Chelsea's DNA over the last, 20 years? And they got to get used to that now of like rebuilding from the bottom, but they just like immediate like gratification. So it's something Chelsea fans ain't used to. Like, you had a good thing with Tuchel, a little rough patch, you let him go. We can get Tuchel next year, and I'll be happy for that once Conte goes. But if I was them, I'd try to get rid of Havertz. You need a solid striker. I would say Aspilicueta, even though he's the club captain, got to go as well. Who else is there? Who's the centre half as well they have? Nah, he's black, tall. I can't remember his name.
Chalobah.
Yeah, he's got to go as well, man. I can't lie. Like, I like him, but I just don't feel like he has enough to be a solid Premier League starting centre half. Not at that level of the top 6 club.
I hear that.
Oh, yeah. But then you got an aging centre half. Thiago Silva's still playing that gold, but how long can he carry it on for? So you got to think about it, man. You got to think about longevity now.
That's 4. I need one more from me.
Mason Mount. I can't lie. I think he's overrated, because he's English. We do this to all English guys. I think he's overrated, because like, I don't see anything special in his game, but yeah, I think Conor Gallagher will outplay him in next season.
You reckon?
I think so, man. Like, he just looks hungrier than Mason Mount, man. That's just me.
I don't know, Conor Gallagher's a bit...
Yeah,
he's a bit meaty too. So is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's got to go as well. He's meaty. I can't lie. The guy them love him, but let's say as a baller, he's a bit meaty still. He looks too timid. Like, his football don't look progressive.
Loftus is dead, bro. Loftus is dead. What are you saying, Matthew?
Yeah.
Who'd be your quick 5?
So obviously, like, I think Jorginho would have been one that a lot of Chelsea fans would have probably said, because they scapegoated him a lot when he was there. I'd say Aspilicueta. I'd say Aubameyang. I'd say Conor Gallagher.
Really?
I'd say Conor Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek. I think before you get to Mason Mount, you got to get to them two first. I think that's only fair. So Aubameyang, Aspi, Conor Gallagher, Loftus Cheek. Probably Ziyech or something. I don't know. I don't feel like
Not bad, that one.
he's never really sort of settled in since he came to Chelsea. But I think with Potter though, the main problem for him is that he is a victim of coming from a smaller club into a bigger club that has win now expectations. And it's sort of the same thing that happened with David Moyes when he came to Manchester United. Obviously, he was coming in after Sir Alex, and we were so used to winning that the moment 10 months into a 6-year contract, we just got rid of him because we just weren't used to not winning or not looking like winning at all. I even think if for example, if Arteta joined Arsenal, let's say 20, maybe after Wenger won the FA Cup, one of those years after Wenger won the FA Cup, if you joined Arsenal and finished eighth or finished eighth in his first 2 seasons, I think you lot would have got rid of him. I think it's because you guys had reached a point where you weren't actually winning consistently that you were sort of more content with giving Arteta time. And like I said,
Yeah, but you could argue because Wenger finished sixth as well. You have to so finishing 8 from 6 is not really that much of a difference.
Exactly, but with Chelsea, they've Tuchel just won them a Champions League not too long ago. So, and also as well, but I also think as well, like the mentality of a coach like Potter coming from Brighton, he would come into Chelsea almost just whether it's subconsciously or not, being happy to be there. Whereas Chelsea need a manager that is going to be like, yo, look at my resume, look what I've done. You better listen to me, as opposed to I couldn't be happier to be coaching these set of players. And
yeah, that's true. That's why I've been hearing that they've been rumored with Hansi Flick as well. Part for me is just a cheerleader, bro. Man, every time Chelsea made a successful pass, man's there like, bro, you 1-0 down with 10 minutes to go. What are you clapping for, bro? The Southampton filling manager's there shouting his life out, and the team are winning.
Man, that's different. He's fighting for his job, cuz.
But
is there clapping a good throw in and that? Like, yo, I can't take him.
But you know what? You've got to feel for him there, because think about it, right? He doesn't want to do anything that may sort of affect the player's belief in him. So the safest thing for him to do is to do patronizing acts like clapping 5-yard passes, bro, because he's treading a thin line. But bro, think about it.
No one's gonna take you seriously, bro. Chelsea are used to vigorous managers, bro. People who are they want the results now. They have high demands, bro.
Conte,
literally, yeah. Potter's accepting losses, bro. I'm seeing. I saw one interview here with the journalist was like, the fans are saying you're the worst manager that Chelsea's ever seen or had.
Yeah, worse than AVB.
Bro, they said, how would you react to that? You know what he said? Man said, well, we lost at home, so they got every right to say that. I'm like, bro,
come on, man. You know, there's a certain arrogance you need to have to be a Chelsea manager. I always say this. You got to act like you're bigger than the club.
Trust.
So, like, think about their winning managers they had. Tuchel had a banging resume, so you can't say anything about him. But I'm saying the Mourinho to Conte, yeah. And even when they had Ancelotti, you got to act like you're bigger than the club. This club needs me, right? And I think that's what works. It's just like, you got to tell the player, I know more than you and I can teach you. But I don't think he had that type of mentality coming into it.
He can't, because he hasn't won nothing
for the England job.
He hasn't won anything, so he can't have that mentality. You know what somebody called him? Somebody called him a PE coach, bro.
Yeah, and bro, that's what I'm saying. So if he was to pretend like he has that mentality or come across like he has the mentality, they'll just see it as delusion. Like, what are you puffing your chest out for, bro? Like, the best thing you've done is stabilize a Brighton team who are mid-table in the Premier League. Like,
so he did bits with Östersund's though, innit? He got.
But to be fair, I don't think he's even the main man at Brighton, because Brighton are still doing well without him with their backup coach.
You could argue they're doing better.
They're way better. And even like, we're linked to have him next season if we can get him away from Brighton, because we're thinking he's actually the man behind the plan. So maybe he was just like a front. You never know. Could have just had a really good coaching staff that made him look good.
It's true, but at the same time, this is what I'm saying. What you said earlier as well, Ish, about Bowley not knowing what he's doing. A clear testament to this is the fact that he gave him in his contract, if Potter gets sacked, he gets 15 mil. bro. People were saying, "Oh, I feel sorry for Potter." Bro, if he walks away, he's going to be richer than most managers for years who are
This is what
doing
I
their
mean.
best. Like, it's ridiculous, bro.
I always say this: too many foreign owners isn't a good thing. You need to understand how a country works to understand how a football team can work. If you don't have British values and know the game, you're literally just going to make a bad investment, like the Glazers have been doing for how long. And it came like the chickens came to roost for United. You guys went through a bad slump, and you're still in a bad slump financially, but you're going through open heart surgery right now, and things are looking better. Even getting new owners, things are looking better. Chelsea right now, people don't realize the type of hole they're digging themselves into. It's like Liverpool as well. They're in a little hole right now, but people don't talk about it too much, only because they're starting to win a couple of games here and there. Chelsea, you don't realize what type of hole you're digging yourself into. I don't think they're getting themselves out.
It's because they've spent so much P as well. Obviously, Liverpool haven't spent near enough.
Financial fair play. That's all I'm trying to say. I know they got 10 years to spend like 100 M's or something like that, but it's moving a bit.
Death row contracts, isn't it? Get me 8 years prison sentence thing. But yo, we'll wrap up Chelsea with one last question. Part in, part out. What are you saying?
I say part in.
Yeah, of course you would. What are you saying?
Are you asking me as a rival fan or as an objective viewer?
I'm asking you as Matthew.
I'd say Potter in still.
Yeah, you man are bad.
You know what I always say? Nah, give a manager at least 5 transfer windows to see what he can do in this day and age.
Because he's had about 10 in one window, bro. When you deep it.
I hear it, he's getting all the players, but I say always 5 transfer windows to see what he can do and try to build a squad he wants for his brand of football. Question is, what's Chelsea brand of football right now? I don't know.
I hear what you're saying about giving 5 transfer windows, but realistically, he's sped up about 3 or 4 transfer windows in one.
Is it players he really wants to buy, or is the board telling him just to go out and tell him to buy these players, though? This is what I'm asking.
I don't think it's going to be the board, though, because the board is basically Bowley now. He doesn't really know who to buy, so he must be speaking to Potter, like what kind
He's
of...
He's literally just hearing names. Like, I don't think he's got anyone in his corner telling him, this is what you should try and build around your squad, or this is the type of footballing brand you need to get. This is just names. Go get it because it looks good. But, well, yeah.
Felix and Enzo, the only ones that I'd say, like, have come in and actually helped the ship. But because I think the atmosphere, the changing room must be so poor, the cohesion is so poor right now that it's just hard to even emulate any kind of winning mentality, kind of winning style. And we're seeing that you can't lose the bottom of the league, man. Southampton have not won in 10 games, bro. They can't come to your home ground where you make your own coffee and then they slap you and go back. It's rude. It's disrespectful. But listen, because of time, we'll allow Chelsea for now. Jump onto Liverpool real quick. They bounced back 2-0 win over Newcastle. And you know what? I actually predicted them to win. Because not on here, though.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't remember you predicting them to win.
No. Behind the scenes, I predicted them to win. Because I've noticed that Newcastle's form has been slipping. And they actually have more draws than wins. As well as their foot. Newcastle are a team, where their players need to perform 8, 9 out of 10 every week to win games. So once players have a 6, they're not winning, bro. And we saw it, man. We saw it with Fulham. Obviously, we've seen it with Liverpool. They're starting to slip. And obviously, out of all the teams fighting for that top 4 space, you would say Newcastle are the most vulnerable.
I don't think so. I wouldn't say. I'd still say Spurs are the most vulnerable.
Nah, I don't know. Newcastle don't beat Newcastle. Newcastle don't beat West Ham today. They're not in that.
I think Newcastle
was before the World Cup.
So the way Newcastle set up against Liverpool didn't help them because Liverpool are a really run and gun team, but they played really high lines, and it doesn't help in their favor if you got people like Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah running at you at full pelt. It's not great for your fullbacks or your centre halves, and that's what left them exposed. I said Eddie Howe's a good manager, like real good manager, but he's still got a couple more transfer windows to go. I just felt like with that game, Liverpool were kind of back to full strength. They got Van Dijk back. They got a couple key players slowly coming back. And remember, they've been battling with injuries. People call it Klopp's 7-year curse, that he runs his players into the ground of his run and gun football. And he's right, because it literally just wears out your players' cartilages out over a period of time. And his brand of football has also been affected because of no Mane this year. I just feel like Newcastle don't know how to defend against such a high line with a pacey team, and they shouldn't have set up like that. I would have really sat deep and try and make Darwin Núñez do something different. So he can't just run.
Even with the, I agree with you there. I thought as well because I watched the like the highlights and stuff. Even with I did try and watch the game, but I was tired. Even with the 10 men, they still created a few chances. Like Maximum made the Gea
I don't know
work.
what that goalkeeper was doing.
Thingy hit the crossbar. Then they had that Wilson was in, and it was a bit of a poor shot. Like they could have got a couple goals themselves still. So maybe we're giving Liverpool a bit too much credit. Like
Yeah, bro. I think Newcastle was somewhat unlucky in the game because before Liverpool scored, Newcastle had a few good chances that I think if the players were in better form, they probably score. And obviously, give credit to Liverpool. They scored the 2 goals when Newcastle had 11 men. But honestly, I think if Pope doesn't get sent off, I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle would have come back because, like you said, Kingsley, when they went down to 10 men, I think they started playing better than Liverpool. It wasn't until around maybe the 65th or so minute when Klopp made a few changes, then Liverpool started to regain control of the game. And even then, Wilson still had the chance that I think he finished poorly. But nah, I understand your point about the players needing to play at 8 or 9 out of 10. And what that comes down to is this. You need to remember, a lot of the players that have been performing well for them are players that have been here for years. Joe Linton, Almiron, Longstaff, who's the centre back? Is it Cher? Obviously, Nick Pope as well, Wilson. So one might argue the kind of form that these players showed before, Eddie Howe and the money came in was of championship level. I'm gonna be real. Like Almiron was one of those players that Newcastle fans they kind of all liked him because he puts in a shift every game, but he like scoring goals like he's been this season. They never saw that in him. So and I think that's what you're always gonna get when you're you've had to improve players, or when you're getting players to play above their potential. So
and also they're missing Bruno as well. I know Bruno's gonna be a big loss for them. When you look at their goals, because Newcastle, although they haven't conceded many, they haven't scored many either. And when you look at the amount of goal contributions Bruno has, it's a big influence on the team, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, for a DM, he's quite involved for a defensive midfielder. And the goals point that you just mentioned, I think is because Wilson and Isak, they seem to be both very injury prone. Like a lot of it on any given day, either one of them may not be in the starting lineup, and Almiron has been the one pretty much carrying them goal wise. So, and obviously, say Maximum hadn't been fit for a while either, but one could question his goal scoring sort of competency as well sometimes. So
I mean, we've always known Saint Maximum's end product's been a bit shaky still.
Yeah.
He can get past players, he can look dangerous, but the end product reminds me of Almiron's end product last season.
The previous seasons, yeah.
But imagine we're supposed to be talking about Liverpool, man, talking about Newcastle.
Because I feel like, and I don't want to come across as a hater because you know how I feel about Liverpool, but honestly, bro, I wasn't that impressed. Like, I think they got away with one. As crazy as it sounds, I think they got away with one.
The red card didn't help, but I say this, Nick Pope is like gunning to be an England goalkeeper, to be a starter. You can't make mistakes like that on your resume and then expect to get those type of call-ups later on. I just didn't understand what he was trying to do. This is what I always say about English goalkeepers. You got to be better with the ball at your feet, but then you're coming up to use your hands, just like head loss.
Yeah,
and you show your team on the foot.
Yeah, with Pope though, Pope, in my opinion, is the best goalkeeper between Ramsdale, Pickford, and Pope, but he's the worst with his feet out of the three of them.
Then you can't be a modern goalkeeper these days. It's like you're a United fan, but you want to upgrade for De Gea because he can't play the ball at his feet. So literally, that's the whole reason why he gets dropped out of the Spain squad all the time. You got to be able to be a sweeper keeper. Like, you need it.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I mean, obviously Pope as well. He's gonna miss the cup final, which is a massive boost to United.
But bro, you know what else about that? So Pope is obviously gonna miss the final because he got sent off. The Brav car is their second, but he's cup tied because
he's cup tied. Maybe
So
Karius.
they're gonna have to play Karius.
But you know what? Yeah, despite the mistake, Karius is actually a good keeper, man.
I mean, I haven't seen him in a minute, so I don't know. But
I mean, he went to Besiktas and he made a couple more mistakes, so they kicked him out. But but let's not forget, before he made them mistakes in the Champions League, he played an integral part to Liverpool's getting there. You know what I'm saying? So he might. Footballers always have a second chance. This could be his.
Nah,
second
not
chance.
goalkeepers. Goalkeepers, nah.
No, it's
they're
obviously
the
I hear you
last
saying
line of defense, isn't it? So any mistake they make is usually
he can
fine.
rejuvenate him. I got faith. I got faith in Karius, man. All he needs to do is save a couple, two shots or save one penalty, and his career is back on. Trust me. And I can't lie.
Against United.
That's what I'm saying. If you man take advantage, if these man take advantage, yeah, and Karius has a good game, bro, I'm telling you, man, he'll get signed. He'll get signed, man. Can't be third choice keeper at his age. It's a bit embarrassing. But yeah, man. As well with Liverpool as well. So obviously Gakpo, he's finally getting a couple goals now. People are saying he took the 007 thing personally. For me, he still looks like, I don't know. I'm still not convinced with him. I think it was a good ball from Salah. Couldn't really miss that. Obviously, Nunes scored as well, and it's about time because, bro, the thing is, even when he was in the clear there, I said he's gonna do that volley thing and blast it right at the keeper, and then he actually scored. I was like, okay, there we go.
I thought at one point he's the worst finisher in football.
Bro, the thing is, he's actually I can't lie, he's actually a dangerous player. Let's be real, yeah. Take all the jokes aside, Nunes, yeah.
He has the tools, but no IQ.
I'm more scared of Nunes running on the ball than Haaland running on the ball. But in the box,
100%. But that's because.
But in the box, I'm more scared of Haaland than Nunes.
Haaland's an incomplete player.
Haaland doesn't look like he's got control of the ball when he's running with it.
But then again, but let's think about it like this: how many guys, at 6'4", are that technically gifted with the ball? Yaya Toure, Zlatan, over the years, Pogba, at that height, have been that great ball carriers. It's not that common.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it's real hard. Don't forget, this is his first league. I don't even want to get onto Haaland like that because it's his first time in the Premier League. It takes time to adjust. It takes time. Same with Nunes. It's going to take time to adjust. So I said by year 2, year 3, we'll see what type of players they're becoming. And I feel like his thing is more IQ than anything. Nunes is just a dumb player. Like, if Russell Westbrook was a football player, that'd be him. Great athleticism, just tunnel vision. This guy don't think to cross the ball. So yeah.
Have you guys noticed that Klopp is playing Nunes on the left now? You think that's something you'll probably proceed with moving forward?
I feel like he's experimenting right now.
No one Diaz is back. No way.
I feel like he's experimenting. He's just trying to find a good fit for him right now. But then, like I said, they're desperate right now because they've got so many injuries.
I can't lie. For me, Diaz, Firmino, Salah. That's what they need to do, fam.
What, going forward? No Jota.
Jota's a good super sub, man.
I don't know. I feel like he's an underrated holder of the ball. Like, that's why I love Firmino. I feel like when Liverpool were in their prime, he was the most underrated guy because he does all the dirty work. And I feel like moving forward, that's what United needs, someone like a Firmino.
But he was even, before his injury, he was even bagging goals. He was even adding goals, which is something we kind of dried him out. And the reason why Liverpool started looking for a traditional 9, because Firmino didn't really score that many goals last season.
That's why I said give Cody Gakpo time. He needs time to adjust to the league.
He's not really a striker, though.
Huh?
I know he's played up front a couple of times, but he is naturally a winger.
You think he's more like a Rashford, just like drifts off and then cuts inside?
See, he is.
I want to say more like a Rashford.
Even before Rashford's form, I've always said he's not better than Rashford.
I'm not comparing him to Rashford. I'm just saying positionally, you'd have him out to the left or right, and then does his thing from there.
It's more like a Joe Campbell.
Yeah, I think so.
He reminds me of Joe Campbell. That's it. I'm not saying anything special.
Well, Joe Campbell had ability still. Like, whether he performed or not, that's a whole different conversation. But I
think Gakpo's got ability. He just needs time to adjust. Like I said, he just came in January. It takes time. The Premier League pace and the intensity it comes at, It's not for everyone, and you've got to give yourself time to adjust. Not everyone just goes straight in.
You know what? You know what I'd say though. I'd say that is true, but one thing about a new signing, especially when it comes to attackers, you want to see a glimpse of something. You want to see a glimpse of what you hope to see consistently when they do adjust. And for me, when I've watched him, he looks mid. Like I've not.
But if you say that, then Mo Salah wouldn't be where he was, because when he came to the league at Chelsea,
he just didn't get enough play. He didn't get much of an opportunity though. I think Gakpo started every single game since he's made his debut.
Is that because of injuries? Yeah, or just like pure ability? Just think about it.
Wait, for Mo Salah or for Gakpo?
No, I'm talking about for Gakpo now. Is that because of injuries or pure availability? That's what I'm asking though.
Injuries.
It's probably
injuries. Liverpool were desperate when they started doing shopping. Like they didn't want to do too much, but they can't keep a squad like that healthy with the game style they play. You're gonna have to keep revamping the squad.
So, but now the problem for him now is, so if it's let's say you're right, and let's say you're right. The only reason they got him in was because of injuries, and that's the only reason why he started since he's come in.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean when everybody's fit, then he's a sub?
Who would you start him over? If everyone's healthy, I don't know.
You can't start over Diaz. And
He's not starting over Diaz. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's availability right now. Because Diaz is a problem. I'm still burning that we didn't get him. Diaz is a problem. He's like a real workhorse.
Trust. He's dangerous, man.
Yeah. No.
If he didn't get injured at the Emirates when we played him, I don't think the score would have stayed the same.
Because my top three for Liverpool, I'd go Diaz, Firmino, Salah. That's how I'd run it, and I'm pretty sure everyone else would too.
Yeah, 100%.
If everyone's healthy, but
that's a balance right there.
Yeah, now you've got squad depth, but he's now got like motivation to say, "Cool, everyone's injured right now. Let me show everyone I'm in form, and when everyone comes back, they're going to carry on riding with me." If not, he might just find himself on the rotation and just be disgruntled. But remember, he chose to come to Liverpool. I know he's like boys with Van Dijk and everything, they're on the same Dutch team, yeah, but he chose to come to the Prem, and this is what the competition's about.
This exactly, bro. Yo, let's we'll leave Liverpool there as well. But yeah, man. Well, before we leave Liverpool, me and Matt had a discussion much earlier in the season. Matt was telling me Liverpool are dead, they're finished. There's no way, but I think they can be revived. You know, they've got two games in hand. Wait, hold on.
Where are they? Ninth right now.
They've played 22 games. Yeah, Newcastle have played 24 and are fifth, and they are 6 points behind Newcastle. They're not out of it. They're not out.
Wait,
it's just can they stay healthy?
They're not out of the top 4 race.
Yes, bro. I told you that they're not winning the league, and you said no. You never know they could.
There's 14 games to go.
I told you
for Newcastle. They got 16 games to go. It's just about can they stay healthy? Because I said Klopp's 7-year curse is real. Yeah, he wear and tears all his team out. If he has another 2 more injuries or Van Dijk goes out again, it's just tough. They need to go on a good run, a real good run.
You think they got what it takes?
It's tough. I don't think they're hitting top 4. I feel like Newcastle are going to get top 4.
Yes, Ron.
That's good.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
you guys good.
Yes.
Nice and early, my guy. I appreciate that.
We're trying.
I'm playing. Now, was this chopping at Liverpool, innit? Well, I'll ask you as well before we finish with Liverpool. Do you obviously they're on a bit of a revive at the moment? Can you see them pushing for a late top 4?
First thing was my head, no. No. The team's not good enough. The midfield's not good enough.
But you know, they're only, as I was saying to these man, yeah, they've got 2 games in hand on Spurs. If they win both of their 2 games in hand, they're only 1 point behind Spurs.
I don't think they do. They don't have enough strength in the midfield, and the strength of depth is crazy. It's really bad. They've got really bad strength and depth in their team as well, and I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can do it. I don't know. I have no faith.
I think they can do it.
Hope not. I hope not. As a United fan, I hope not.
I see them finishing 5th or 6th.
Sorry?
I see them finishing 5th or 6th, but a close call.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Like that top 4 spot's gonna heat up. Like I feel like top 3 is kind of solidified at this point.
Yeah, top 3 solidified, but I'm telling you right now, yeah, Liverpool winning today against Newcastle is going to give them the boost they've been waiting for all season. I wouldn't be surprised Liverpool win the next 4 or 5 games.
I don't think so.
People start talking about them.
Well,
What's the next run of games?
One of those games is United, so we'll have to see about that.
Oh, that's an easy win.
You're
If
gonna-
they beat Real Madrid as well on Tuesday, bro, I'm telling you, then they got Palace, and they got Wolves. That's bro.
Wow.
They could be back by the time they play you, man. They could be back. And you, man,
Or
are
they
gonna
could be burnt
fearful.
out.
'Cause
They
remember,
could be burnt
that
out.
game's at,
He's
that
got
game's
good
at
link,
Anfield as well.
Wolves is not a light game. I don't think Wolves is a light game.
Wolves might be a tricky one, but again, it's at Anfield. Then they got you, man, at Anfield. Then they got Bournemouth.
Okay, you might
And they
have a
got
point
Fulham.
here. Actually, you might have a
I'm
point
telling
here.
you,
You have a point,
Liverpool
but even then,
could
they're not good
genuinely
enough.
be back in the top 4 chat. I'm telling you.
I said, barring injuries,
Yeah.
I'd give them a shout. But it's just the way they play. Their game style's too, like I said, it's too rough and rugged for them, and it keeps wearing them out.
Hey, but if
So-
Gakpo and Nunes start clicking a little bit like they did, all they need is a couple chances because
They need to stop letting people score against them too.
They play that direct running game. All they need is a couple chances, and if their defense just shows up a little bit, then we could be
You're
looking
gonna tell
at a
Trent
really
to start
exciting
defending.
top four. We could be looking at a really exciting top 4. That's all I'm gonna say. So, if I was a Spurs fan now, I'd be watching them a little bit. That's a cheeky
I don't
one.
have high
So,
expectations. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
I don't have high
you know when the
expectations.
girl, she's not got mad back, but she got a little. That's how you might need to be Liverpool. I'm telling you.
You know the thing. I'm more worried because I don't want them to get it. I'm more worried about Spurs and Newcastle than I am about them. I just feel like Newcastle are gonna draw too many, and Spurs are just gonna be too yo-yo-y, bro. Like 1 minute
You know
beat
what?
Chelsea, next minute you lose to Leicester. Like
We've only got 3 draws. Everything else is a loss.
Huh?
We've only got 3 draws. We got less draws than City. That's the mad thing. We're just losing games that we shouldn't. But that's typical
Yeah.
Spurs.
Wait. Are you a Spurs fan?
Yeah, I'm a Spurs fan.
Whoa. Okay.
Listen, I actually live in North London, so yeah.
Okay.
I said okay.
Go on, let's talk. Are you going? Have you had the Spurs section yet?
Listen, we haven't gone over Spurs yet,
No,
but I got a lot to say.
Okay.
We got to the Spurs. Yeah, we'll leave Liverpool there. We've chopped up Chelsea, chopped up Liverpool. So we'll move on more time to Spurs now anyway, because I think if we're doing it by table going up, they will be next. So let's talk about Spurs, man. It's nice to have someone to represent Spurs, because I literally said on the
we
live
need one.
stream we need someone to defend Spurs, because
The first question.
It's been a tough week. The Milan loss, obviously. Oh yeah.
Yeah. First question though, we have
Yes, I can.
divided our podcast. Yeah. Who's better, Kulusevski or Saka? I'm gonna ask you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go with Saka.
Okay.
See, Matthew, you're a wallad. Matthew, you're a wallad.
It's not a big question because Saka's more consistent. Kulusevski's just like
Agreed.
he's a baller. But it's not translating to the wins we need, especially like games we should be winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. Matthew was out here trying to say Kulusevski in it, so I'm happy that a Spurs fan has come with sense and to clarify that still, because there's a bit of
He's
with that.
He's in the running for Player of the Year. I'm not gonna lie, he's running for Player of the Year.
I don't know about that.
What?
If
I don't know.
if Rashford keeps up this form till the end of the season, then for me Rashford has to take.
Nah, I think it's Odegaard's lose right now.
Odegaard's played great, but I still feel like
turn up in enough big games. Rashford turns up in big games. Man scored against Arsenal, scored against City, consistently scoring in the cups. Like, I know the cups don't matter, but he's I can't lie. Rashford is carrying United.
he's the baddest man on the planet right now. I'm saying this now. Yeah, the run he's on, baddest man on the planet. I've been saying it.
Wait, sorry, hold on. I missed what was the answer to the Kulusevski and Saka question?
Oh, he said Saka, bro.
Saka.
He's not a wallad like you, fam.
Wait, what was your reason?
I feel like Saka's like a catalyst to Arsenal. There's no winning without the form he's in right now. And it's like when you need something big from Arsenal, you turn to him. Obviously, Odegaard is the engine, he's the playmaker. But when Arsenal need a spark, Saka's always the guy they turn to, and he hasn't let them down all the season. That's what I said. He's in the running for Player of the Year.
So was he the spark against City?
There's no beating City like that, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, because
that wasn't a penalty.
No, because you know what I will say, yeah. You talk about Saka being the spark, because I've watched a few Tottenham games, and a lot of the time I feel like if Odegaard is not on the pitch, you guys don't have a way of attacking, bro. Like
you mean Kulusevski?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Kulusevski. Sorry, like if Kulusevski is not, a lot of the time it seems like it's Kulusevski or nothing for Tottenham. And I
feel like since he's come, he's changed our dynamic of playing. So what we used to do is we used to like the team, especially the ones that sit on a high line, we'd get Kane to sit deeper and he'd get Son on a run. If you notice, since Kulusevski's come, Son's been in a goal drought.
Yeah,
he's having a poor season. He's changed the whole dynamic of how we're played. And I get it. We wanted Kane to sit up higher, but it's not Tottenham's brand of football. We're more of a counter team. We get the high lines. We get Kane's one of the best passes you can get at the 10 position. He sits deep and pivots. And that's the best way for Son to get goals. And I feel like it did best for us last season, and it was a better way of playing. I think he's a great baller. I just feel like the fit doesn't work just because of how kind of static Kane is. It makes Kane go up higher, but then he's not so great mobile-wise just to get places going. And from there, he's not really getting Son involved, and he's had a poor season. And we need him to be like our guy.
Yeah, because I don't feel like Saka's carrying Arsenal, because when I look at Arsenal's team, and me and Kingslee have discussed this before, the midfield, in my opinion, has been their spark. And that is...
Matthew, let me stop you there. I watch every Arsenal game, bro. When we go down the right, I'm telling you, we're so much danger. Saka is pivotal to every attack, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Saka, the first goal, what does he do? Scores. Second goal, on that right-hand side, and we've won the corner through Saka. Third goal, yeah, it was Martinelli when he cut back on the
He's
left.
A fullback's nightmare right now.
The only one he didn't evolve is the one where Emi Martinez came out like an Egypt. I'm telling you, bro, every time Saka gets the ball, like probably like 3 out of 10 times, we score from it.
Bro, that's an exaggeration, but I hear your point. Look, at the end of the day, yeah.
I'd say that's an exaggeration.
Because a lot of, like, because bro, as I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I've watched about 90% of your games this season, bro. So what I would say is, you guys are not one side static when it comes to attack, bro. You guys attack from both sides. So for you to say that, yeah, you do, bro. Yeah, you do. You don't. You do.
Left hand, since Gabriel Jesus has left, the left-hand side has been awful. Nothing comes from the left.
Is that since...
I still feel like you're suffering with Jesus gone. Only because Nketiah is so stiff. He doesn't move or make any play, and I feel like Martinelli's suffering for it.
We're suffering. When we play against teams that low block, yeah, and Nketiah can't do anything. There's no impact. And I'm telling you, that since Jesus is gone, bro, that left-hand side, that's why Martinelli's form looks like it's been dipping. That left-hand side has stunk up the gaff.
It's static.
Things only happened down the right.
And I'm saying this now, it's only because of Nketiah. Like, I don't want any fans to be coming for me, but he doesn't move enough, in my opinion. You got to play the lines enough, and he doesn't do that. He doesn't have to pop out and be a holder, set someone up. But that's like things he's got to work on for his game. But that's why you go into Saka. Saka can make something happen by himself.
I actually prefer Nketiah left wing, because he actually runs at people left wing. When he's got his back to goal, Nketiah is dead. Back to goal, Nketiah is dead, bro. When he's running at people, when Nketiah is running at people, he actually beats, man.
And just think about Nketiah's goals. They're tap-ins. They're nothing he creates himself. They're all just like rebounds, tap-ins, just like things he gets going, easy goals. But it's like a striker's goal, poacher's goals. He's not a striker.
He's a striker though. That's what you meant to do. That's his job.
I'm saying he's a poacher though. Not really a striker. He's a poacher.
Yeah, he's not a false nine like he's.
I think. By the way, I think Eddie's general play as a forward, I think, is good. I don't think he struggles to hold the ball up. I saw Eddie against Man City bully Akanji, bro. Like, Eddie's hold up play is quite good. He does run the channels well. Look at the goal he scored against West Ham. Are you telling me that that goal isn't a goal that he sort of created by himself.
I can't lie. West Ham's defense was already cut up before the goal happened, bro. Everyone is out of position.
Man,
You can't defend that one. They were moved out of position, man. This is a chessboard. Everything was just spread out, cuz.
This is the thing. My brother's an Arsenal fan, and I told him when Jesus went down, I told him they're going, regardless of how well Eddie does, they're going to find, Arsenal fans will find a way to scapegoat this guy. Now they're blaming him for Martinelli being out of form when Martinelli just hasn't been playing well, bro. And plus, people don't also consider maybe Martinelli isn't playing very well because Zinchenko is not the type of fullback that will overlap and give him an option out wide to give him space to cut inside on. That's also a factor as well. So for me, right, I don't, like I said before, my thing, I don't feel like Saka's carrying Arsenal. I know Kingslee wants to exaggerate the attacking stats or whatever. Obviously, he's got no sort of...
I didn't say carrying. I just said he's the catalyst. Yeah. I'm saying there's certain moments in Arsenal's games, if he doesn't step up, it looks very static. They need him to make a play just to move the defense out. You take a guy on, shifts another defender, bring someone in, it just moves the defense around. And you need that. You need a guy like that.
Let's get back to Spurs though. The Spurs section. I know you guys want to talk about the best team in the world. I appreciate that. We'll continue to chop up Spurs as well. Obviously, as I said,
I don't know what to say, man. I'm a bit on the fence. Midweek Champions League, it just didn't look right. Like Milan came and got a lucky goal, and we just didn't look great offensively. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, since Kulusevski's come to the squad, Son's been suffering. And because of that, we dropped him out of our starting 11. Obviously, he's not Conte coaching. We had his assistant, which wasn't bad, but Conte's just too stubborn. He's not a Spurs manager. I've been saying this. Everyone was got excited when he came at the beginning of the season. You can ask Matthew when you talk to him later. I was never excited about this because he's too stubborn. Three at the back with that type of personnel doesn't work. Remember, Dyer's a 6.
I was about to say Dyer, bro. I can't believe Dyer.
Dyer's a 6, and we've been playing him at centre half for nearly 2 seasons. Yeah, as no one thought they're just to buy a real centre half. We got Romero, yeah, but then we're playing him at the right, not in the middle. So I'm just like, bro, this is a World Cup winner. We got a world class centre half. Yeah, I think he was great last season. This season has been a little shaky. I'm not gonna lie. We got to adjust that defense because we've been trying to buy guys. Longley was not really a great signing either. It's just not been working well at the back.
Yeah, let me ask you this because I want obviously Spurs integral part of their players, the wing backs. You might sign Danjuma, sign Pedro Porro, and obviously still sticking with Emerson. I was surprised to see Ben Davies play left wing back. He hasn't played left wing back for 2 years. He didn't do too bad. Like he was involved with the first goal. But like, what are you surprised by like signing players and then not even using them, even though?
Not really. So we had a couple guys that have come and gone. Basuma's been signed. That was meant to be a big signing for us, right? I thought he was going to come do the job. He's not got to start out over putting Højbjerg the whole season. And I promise you, when Conte goes, he's going to take Højbjerg with him. He's going to be like, I'm taking my man and I'm gone. Yeah, because at the beginning of the season, he was one of our best players. Getting us goals, we really didn't think we'd get from him. Just winning balls, doing all the dirty work. And he's been fighting hard. Like, we have so many players playing well. And then we got other players who never got a chance. We got Jed Spence. I thought he was going to be a great right back. He could have played a wing back. He's got good length, good athleticism. Obviously, he just came from the league below, but he never got a chance. I was upset with that. And now he's on loan, right? We got Matt Doherty, we let go to Atletico. I was just thinking, are we trying to lose this race? Like, it's a joke. He actually played all right this season. I just feel like, why are we letting him go? Atletico aren't scrubs either. They know what they want when they took him.
Yeah, but Atletico love a Spurs right back, man.
They do, don't
they?
They
do. They took Trippier. Listen, we give Spain some good players. I say this now, yeah. Spurs actually help create players. The Modric, Woodgate, Bell. We've been sending guys off to Madrid for years, and then people have still called us a scrubby team. We just don't keep talent together. Even United, when they had Eriksen flourishing off another Spurs player. So it's painful.
Quick question: what's happened to Jude Spence? Like he was.
So Jude Spence is on loan right now. He's on loan. Yeah, he's on loan.
Rennes, was it Rennes?
Yeah, he's gone to France. Yeah.
Why didn't Conte use it?
So he's not actually a Conte signing. He's actually just a club signing. You got to have a number of English players. You got to have in the squad. So Conte didn't really want to have him, but you need to have a number of English players. he didn't find a use for him because he doesn't know about him. But you never gave the kid a chance either. So I'm just like,
sorry, I wanted to say, yeah, with regards to your point about Son, right? Because obviously Kulusevski came January of last year, and Son continued his form. It was this season that for some reason, I don't know what happened to him over the summer. All of a sudden now he's not scoring. But what I've noticed with regards to Son, right, is I think the reason why Son is struggling, from what I've seen, is because teams are getting closer to Kane when he's dropping deep now, and
100%.
Kane hasn't had the time and the opportunity as consistently to turn and find a pass that he would usually do last season. And
it's like the Jamie Vardy situation. You know, when Leicester won the league, everyone is just getting used to that. Teams are obviously going to adjust. You've got to find a way to adjust. You can't run the same play the whole season. Obviously, he was joint top scorer last season. We know what the play is because that's Spurs' basic counter. Kane goes sit deep, quick pass over the top, like gets it through, and he's a great distributor of the ball. Like he's one of the pin kings of football, and he's just been getting it. But every team's gonna adjust, like, and you can't keep playing it. You're gonna get older and slower over time. What, he's like 29 or 30 now? You can't keep playing that same brand of football, which is why we got Kulusevski. But now Kulusevski's become more ball dominant. No one's really given Kane or Son that type of time on the pitch to try to literally compress everything around them. But then we don't have the wing backs that are meant to be getting up and wide and going round like we should do, which is meant to be Conte's style of football. Because his football is meant to be playing wide and go deep. But then we never have the type of attack that gets into the box as quick as we need it to. And I feel like we're not even getting that type of patience to make good passing football anyway. Like, I'm asking you guys, what do you think Spurs' brand of football is? Because I can't tell you what it is. As a Spurs fan, I can't tell you what it is. And I've been watching them since Conte's taken over. What a brand of football is.
Well, I would say your brand of football is Conte's brand of football, which is
fluid counter.
Which is what? Because Conte's football's not outdated. The wing back thing, I think, is outdated now, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would say your brand of football is
one-dimensional coaching.
Contain teams by sitting back, whether that's in a low block or a mid block, win the ball back and counter. That's Conte essentially. But
fluid counter attack.
I can't. You know what? We can't say it doesn't work because it has its moments. Like,
it has its moments. I'd say this: we always turn up against Man City. I don't know what it is. We'll always turn up against Man City, and maybe he's just got something on Guardiola. Against City, we'll come back. I know we lost 4-2, but we were up 2-0 at halftime. And just like Spurs, for the whole season, for most of the season, we only play like one half of football. Literally, we don't turn up for either the first half or the second half. And then that's just game. Like, it's not 45 minutes. You got a whole 90 to play. If the games are only 45 minutes, you might be sitting top of the league.
So do you think
but that's not the case.
You know, with the halves thing, as you mentioned before you move on, do you think that was a mentality thing or a tactical approach?
I don't think so, because it's 90 minutes of football. You can't try to play one good half of the Premier League and feel like that's game. It doesn't work like that. I feel like with Conte, I don't know if he's lost faith in the locker room or because guys think he's not going to stay, they're not going to try to play hard. They're trying to think what's next season. But then if the guys don't play well, what type of manager are you going to try to attract with no Champions League football? Like, for your own mentality's sake, you got to think what's best for the club.
At the start of the season, you man had your best ever start. You was on smoke. So it's easy to say now when things are going.
But we weren't playing well.
Conte's this, Conte that. But Conte was.
We weren't playing well, man.
Right? There's a difference. At one point on about
there's a difference.
Back. I don't know what back to because you might have never been up. But people.
This is the thing. I don't think any other top six side would take what Spurs fans have been taking for the last 20 years, 15 years, no trophy. Just think about it. They would have called for new owners or new managers. They would have been volatile. Think about it. Any other top six side wouldn't have it. Just Spurs.
You man don't want Levy don't want trophies, boy. He wants entertainment and money.
Levy's a businessman, yeah. Listen, I feel like club for club, we got the best facilities in the world. I'd go against anyone. Stadium, training facilities, we have it all, right? Problem is, it's about the mentality you come with. He's good to just make Champions League every season. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that for my club. Because I got to live with these Arsenal fans. I said, if Arsenal win the league, I'm moving to Manchester. Same day. I can't say this. Listen, I can't sit in this M25 circle taking abuse from these lot. I might go bin. I can't have it. So I just feel like the club approach is just to make Champions League every season. And if that's the approach, then it's more of a business plan rather than football. I don't want to put out a competitive team just to make Champions League. I want to win something, even the League Cup, something, man. I want a trophy.
You man, we're gonna win the League Cup, and you sacked Jose, bro, the day before the final.
But then Mourinho left last season, all because of the super club. Everyone kept forgetting about. We were in a final, same way 2019. We're in a final. We can't get over the hump. Like we got what it takes, but I feel like Kane doesn't know how to win as well. It's a big factor, which is why England don't win. If you ain't got a winner for a striker, and you're meant to be your main man, how's it going to translate to winning? He doesn't know how to win.
Talking about Kane, we're going to wrap up Spurs now because of time. So I'll leave on this note. As a Spurs fan, what are you saying? Let Kane go, keep him trapped.
Let him go, man. He's won his record. Like, go to Bayern Munich, go win some trophies. You're now the club's leading goal scorer. I want to sell both of them and literally go open heart surgery. Sell Kane, sell Son, and start again. Like, if we can, let's get Tuchel in. Let's get Graham Potter if we can as well. Or the Brighton manager now. Or Luis Enrique. Yo, I'll take Potter, you know. I feel like he'll build something because there's no expectation. It's not like Chelsea. There's an expectation to win at Chelsea.
You can't say there's no expectation when 30 seconds ago you were saying...
Cool. Every season when it starts, do you ever put Spurs in the title contention? That's what I'm asking. Do you ever put Spurs in the title contention?
You can't just say, I don't just want Champions League and then turn around and say, yeah, get a Potter in because there's no there's clearly an expectation.
Because he starts again and he actually gets, I think he has, with a club that won't give him that mad expectation to win, I feel like he'll build a good squad with less money
then you should have never
and still find a way to be competitive.
Roundabout.
But Ish,
never let Poch go. That's the massive roundabout.
Listen, I said I want Tuchel first, or Luis Enrique. That's my first one. I don't want Pochettino back, but Potter's not a bad option.
You should be striving for Hansi Flick. That's what you should be striving for.
Boy, would he come to Spurs? If we don't get top 4 finish, would he actually come to Spurs? Think about it.
He wouldn't come.
Exactly. That's the whole reason why we are able to land Conte, because we are Champions League football.
I hear that. But yo, we got to move on from Spurs.
Give me a sec. One sec.
Jump on. Yeah, do you think? We'll jump on Man City real quick. We still got to talk about United and Arsenal. And we're already approaching the hour mark. Please, guys, hit us with a like just to help us get their page up and all of that. But yeah, City, bro, I love City, man. I love this City. I love this new City team. I love when Haaland doesn't score because the goals. Yo, I don't know if you man watched the game, but Haaland's miss was unforgivable, bro. Man's hit the crossbar from point blank range.
Which one?
And then skied it over from point blank range. The one where he missed the double miss in like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which one was worse?
The second one, the sky one.
The second one was.
I agree.
That is awful. For a man of his caliber and what we know he's capable of. That's unforgivable, bro. You can't miss that, man. Why did he? I don't get why he slapped it so hard. Like he could have just tapped it into the left corner. Like there was bare space. Man's legged it. Like yo, I'm gassed he legged it. Like Forest. There's something about Forest at home, you know. Chelsea struggled, Liverpool struggled, now City have struggled. I know Chelsea and Liverpool had poor seasons, but they still should be getting over at Forest. But I'm happy, of course. This City team is not the same, man. If Bernardo Silva doesn't even score that wonder strike, they even lose that game, which is wild to think. It was a nice strike by him, but like the fact that you're relying from a shot outside the box to get you a point against Forest, it's awful, man. And yo, that mentality of just beating Arsenal but then losing to Forest, people were saying, "Oh, City are gonna go on that 10-game run." I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the 10-game. I'm not even seeing a 5-game run. You know, they haven't won more than 3 games in a row this season.
I don't think Pep wants the Premier League anyway. I think he wants Champions League this season.
But wait, Kingslee, hold on, because I feel like we need to cover the City Arsenal game a bit as well. Just because, and obviously we didn't have a show for the game after the game, but now I said last week that the winner of that game will determine who wins the title. And I think it's Arsenal. After they beat you lot 3-1, I thought, okay, cool. But then on Saturday afternoon, when I saw the lineup and I saw that he's still playing Bernardo Silva left back, I was like, nah, City, Pep is trying to win this league.
He's playing FM, man.
He's still messing around. Why is he still messing around playing Bernardo Silva left back? Like, I don't get it. Like, even Matt we had on last week. We asked him like, so against who did City play the other week? Who was it?
What, the week before?
Aston Villa. I think it was Aston Villa. We asked him, like, what was the formation? He was like, bro, I can't even lie. I don't even know what it was, bro. Like, that's what it's come to. Like, the fans don't even know what the manager's doing. Like, but to be fair though, against Nottingham Forest, bro, they should have whacked Nottingham Forest, bro. They missed so many good chances. Like, they should have. They created better chances against Nottingham Forest than they did against you lot. They should have waxed Nottingham Forest. Like, Nottingham Forest literally stole a point in that game, bro. Like, it was. I still don't know how Foden doesn't just square the ball across to Haaland so simple.
Why is he squaring it?
Bro, just get it in the net, bro. I don't care.
No, why you? That shows me lack of confidence, bro.
And who? Foden or Man City?
Foden, man. I know he hasn't really been playing as consistently as he used to.
I don't know why Pep's dropped him. I don't know why. Of recently,
he's been injured.
Not even that. I just feel like, yeah.
No, he started the game. I saw he started the game.
Yeah, he did. But apparently after the World Cup, he was like carrying some kind of ankle.
No.
I'm not hearing the nonsense.
I'm not hearing it, man. Like,
no, but
you can never know. You can never know a Pep.
Last time you saw him start before Saturday, he's not started in a while.
No, he hasn't played in a while, but even every time he's played, he's not been that good.
I think because the thing is, with City, right? Well, because one of the main criticisms that is thrown at Pep Guardiola's City over the past 6 years is people say that they only know how to win one way. Now, the thing with that is against Arsenal, they had I think it was 35% possession, and they still won 3-1.
Yeah.
So that wasn't even a penalty.
So that was due to defensive mistakes. No, you keep screaming it wasn't a penalty, but PGMOL have not said that they made a mistake. So suck my toe. Secondly,
bro, that's a soft penalty. That's a suspect call, but
mistake. Bro, he's kicked him, man. It's a penalty, man.
He shot the ball clearly. He already shot the ball. That wasn't going to determine how the ball was going to go in.
If you already shot and you get elbowed in the head, it's not a penalty.
This is football these days.
I mean, look, I, for what it's worth, it's probably a penalty. But what I would say is this, right? Because that game, they as much as they won 3-1, they didn't really convince me enough.
We made defensive errors and they scored. That was it.
Yeah,
the first goal, yes,
and the third one, Gabriel literally gave the ball away.
We were criticizing De Bruyne last week, but my God, that was a brilliant finish, bro. I can't even front like that. I did not expect him to do it first time. Like,
what, empty net? Why you not guessing?
What a strike! Nah, it wasn't empty net. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Dead goal, man.
You see this? You see this hate?
Mason Mount,
the best player on the pitch. The best player on the pitch. Yeah, by a mile. And you're showing this type of hate. No one on the pitch is on his league.
Telling you, bro. Conor Gallagher's bagging that. Dead goal, man.
Come on, man.
Nah, man. Nah, but
obviously,
my problem with Arsenal that game. I felt like the problem I found with Arsenal was you guys were making a lot of mistakes, and I feel like a lot of your players were very emotionally invested in that game, and it almost sort of overwhelmed them a bit. But the thing is, anytime you guys made a mistake and got away with it, you would celebrate it and start like hyping up the fans and that. And I'm like, bro, do you realize that you just got away with one here? When Gabriel almost conceded a penalty to Haaland and you lot got saved by the offside, Arteta was out on the sideline trying to hype up the fans. Gabriel was hyping up the fans. I'm like, bro, you almost conceded a penalty in a very big game. Like,
yeah, Arsenal fans saying that Saliba's taking them Haaland. I was like, come on, man, come off that.
Yeah, it wasn't a pen for me. Haaland and Gabriel were both grabbing each other, bro. I don't get how that's a pen. That was ridiculous.
For me, it's not a penalty, but it's one of them ones where he's given the referee a decision to make.
But then the referees are wild. Yo, listen.
Are you saying that because you lost? Are you saying that because you lost? You're saying that because you lost, did it?
Yeah, because he's saying that. He's upset, man. You're hurt.
But
when City, I do think that Haaland might be the wrong striker for them. I think Haaland's the wrong signing. I think with Julian Alvarez, I think there'll be a better team, a better collective team. I think Haaland
100%.
Touched the ball 17 times.
I feel like there's some things they both can't do that one does better. I think You could have slot Alvarez into that City team last year, and they still would have played the same and probably won as much games.
Yeah.
I feel like losing Jesus and Sterling has impeded the way City would have played with Haaland, because both of those guys get behind the lines and square it back. And I feel like for Sterling, it's hurt him more not being at City this year. You would have got at least 8 assists already this season, just squaring the ball back to Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, we'll leave
You're
City
forgetting,
there.
man. It's a big change. Big change. You got to change your whole way you're playing football to suit one guy. And last year you played strikerless football, so you're literally asking everyone to change just to suit one guy. So they got to learn to adjust to each other.
But you could,
and Haaland's not that technically gifted on the ball yet. His hold-up play needs work. His dribbling and passing needs work, man. So once he gets that down, give him another 2-3 seasons, he's gonna be a monster.
But the kind of argument you could say, well, if they didn't know how to play with him, he wouldn't be on 27 goals already.
I think he's got like
already.
But I think he's got like goal on loads of teams. I could count numerous teams scoring that goal. And I just think they're not a better team though. Like Matthew said last week, our conclusion, they're not a better team. They're a worse team last year. I think the last year's team destroys this team.
But I don't think they're a worse team because of Haaland. I think you guys. I don't think they're a worse team because of Haaland. I think they're a worse team because of Mahrez and Grealish.
Interesting.
I think Grealish is coming to his own this season.
This is the thing. Yeah,
I feel like he's having a better campaign.
Yeah, he is. He's improved. He's improving in this team. But, bro, like I said, forget the goals, bro. Like, no, let me not say forget the goals, but it doesn't mean anything if they don't achieve at least what they got last season or more. So, we speak about, he's scoring 20-something
goals. But the goal to get him... Nah, carry on.
Let's see what they achieve at the end of the season. I don't see them winning the Champions League, but we'll see.
But that's their whole aspiration. I don't think they cared about the league too much. The whole point of getting Haaland was to get over the hump in the Champions League. How many times can you win the Prem? Cool. Arsenal are giving you good competition. And maybe they'll do a quick revamp this summer and take it to heart and be like, cool, we're coming back for the Prem if we slap this Champions League in. But I feel like their mission for the next 2 seasons is try to win the Champions League. Because, like I said, how many times are you going to win it without winning the Champions League? You need to be kings of Europe rather than kings of England.
You don't think Pep wants a three-peat?
Huh?
You don't think Pep wants to three-peat?
I'd rather have a Champions League than a Premier League.
Fair play.
Like, just think about it. The weight a Champions League holds over a Premier League, I get it. Being consistent over 38 games is very, very difficult than winning in a tournament mode setting. But it's just something you haven't done with this club, and it's the only thing lacking in your resume. Like, you spent money upon money trying to get the club get their squad that'll do that, and you've let other clubs get further than you. You've gone to a finals and not brought it home as well. So,
yeah, Pep needs the Champions League. I can't he needs it.
100%. It's for his own legacy, man.
You know what I would say, just to sort of like, wrap up my.
He's even cheating for it with the owners.
The really great teams, the truly
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Say that again.
He's gone. I think he's frozen.
We lost Matthew. We'll try again. Hey, Matthew, you still there?
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're back now.
No, you're back. You're back.
Oh, okay. No.
What are you saying?
I was gonna say, like, with City, the truly great teams, and obviously supporting a team that has done this twice, the truly great teams win their domestic league and the CL in the same season. That's what I'm gonna say.
Unprecedented double. Yo, leave City there though, because we've been chopping up City for a while. Time's going. We're gonna talk about United. Good win over Leicester at home. 3-0. I watched the game. I can't lie though. First half, Leicester could have been 2-0 up. De Gea 2 clutch saves. That's the thing with De Gea. Yeah, he's not great with his feet, but he makes up with it with his hands. No homo.
No.
An amazing shot stopper, and I feel like he's been United's best player for the last 5 seasons.
No.
Oh, that header from Inacio, bro.
I can't stand
him. That was a mad save. The way he just clawed it out.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it,
bro. You can't stand De Gea?
No.
Brother, been your best player for the last 5 seasons.
He's terrible.
What do you mean you can't stand him, bro? He saved you.
He's terrible, bro.
He saved you ahead of time.
Bro. Let me tell you this now, yeah. Our goalkeeper's on 350k. He's on 300 bags a week, yeah. And he's causing those games.
Man bringing out his wage.
I watch games, yeah, where teams drop off, yeah, just to let De Gea kick the ball, bro. he's not good on the ball, and that's costing us. And that's the system we play.
But that's his only flaw.
Nah, he's got loads of flaws. He doesn't concentrate. He's only good with his feet. He's only good at saving on his feet.
I literally said that earlier before you jumped in. I said that's what's costing me spot in the Spanish team because he's never adapted his game. I get it. You're a fantastic shot stopper, but if you can't play the ball from the back, which is what every modern team does, you inhibit the way United are going to play their football. Even still, the centre halves you had, with Harry Maguire at the ball at his feet, I don't think you want to be passing it to your centre halves like that. So you got to clear it up the pitch. You got better centre halves now, but they're not healthy enough, right? Lindelof better at the ball at his feet. Varane better at the ball. Martinez, baller. But then, do you really want to be playing the ball from the back?
Yeah. Underdog Fox says Man U is the best. I don't know about that. If they were the best, they'd be top of the table, my guy. So that's where we're sitting pretty. But I can't lie, I watched the game. Rashford, man, bro, this guy's annoying me, man. He's annoying me,
Baddest man on the planet.
I can't lie, no one can argue and say Rashford is not the hottest player right now in the world. He's
baddest man on the planet.
And you know what? People are saying, Ozyman, bro, he's not doing it in the Prem. The Prem.
Can I say something before you carry on? I want to make a public apology because I said at one point Rashford needs to go PSG and just try to revamp his career. I lost all faith in him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, when he was going through that slump,
bro,
I thought he was done.
You're being nice, bro. I was saying worse things, bro. Trust me, I was saying he was. he was
I had no faith in him for a minute, and then Martinez too. When you lot got slapped up by Brentford, I was thinking, yo, he's too small for the Premier League. I was thinking it's gonna be a problem. All 5'9" of him is not enough to be a centre half in this league. But he's proven me wrong in it. So my public apology.
He's proven me wrong. Underfox also said, Underdog says Arsenal not winning the league. Obviously, I'll be real, I generally still think City will win the league. But my expectation from the start of the season was get me back onto Tuesday and Wednesday football. I'm tired of hearing the I'm tired of hearing that, man.
Yeah, seriously.
I want to hear the champions.
You heard it.
So, what if we win the league? That's a massive bonus, isn't it? And it's a credit because we've got the second youngest team in the league. But back to United. I think obviously with Bruno, a little nice outside of the football, Rashford, that defender stepped up, Rashford got in, good finish. I think that changed everything because if you guys didn't get that goal, I think Leicester would have stored that confidence. But then, what I really liked about United in that second half and with Ten Hag is the way you guys controlled the game, man. Because you noticed that you didn't need to press when Leicester won the ball. Sabitzer Fred just held off a bit and more focused on Maddison. Once you guys shut down Maddison, Leicester couldn't do anything, bro. Leicester could not do anything. They kept giving the ball away. And then Sancho came on. He slid into that 10. Nice, man. You should play him in the 10 a bit more, bro. Came in the 10.
I don't know about that.
He made things looking. Sancho came on and it looked more fluid. Rashford looked got more space. And bro, but I can't lie, Weghorst, bro. This guy could not buy a goal. I still can't believe, man, them were saying Ronaldo's this, Ronaldo's that, and then you sign this donkey and expect better, bro. Okay, he runs and presses, bro. So does Lacazette. We still dashed him, bro. This Weghorst thing's got. You might not even cross the ball into him for him to head it. I don't.
Because you can't win headers. You can't win headers, bro.
You need a hold up striker. You need a hold up striker, like a real one. But to be honest, if you're still winning games and Rashford's playing the way he is, it's kind of like a Firmino role. Just fill the space, confuse the defenders, and try to do the hold up play.
I think that's the way.
It's not like it's costing you guys games. I think we're trying to ask the players for too much. How many goals can everyone score?
Yeah, but bro, I hear that, but come on, man, the chances he's getting, and he's just, I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. If we held that same standard to Firmino, people would have dashed him ages ago. I feel like what you have right now works. It's kind of like how Liverpool played a couple of seasons ago. You just need the link-up play.
I think obviously it's all right. It's all right, but we can always get better. I think he's not very fast. He can't move behind. We're playing him at Cam. That's how bad he is as a striker. so he's clearly not a good enough striker for our team. We can always get better. It's fair. I watched the game and I was thinking, I'm not even interested about the game. I'm thinking about Qatar right now. So guys, you can guys talk about the game.
You're thinking about new owners.
I'm thinking about new owners. That's okay.
Brother, I'm thinking about that too. But I'm just thinking, do you want to have Qatari owners? Yeah. Yes. Or do you want to have what's the English guy called?
No. Yes, Qatari, please. Qatari. Listen, the gym guy can't even chat to our team. Please don't.
You don't want to have Radcliffe?
No, what are you gonna do?
I feel
What?
like it's better to have a guy that actually cares about your club and just
Bro.
to get owners going to splash money. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Chelsea.
You're not
Calm.
seeing the Qataris. The
You're going to
Qataris
end up like
planning.
Chelsea, I said.
They said they're going to
Yeah.
redevelop
They're gonna do
the
everything. They're gonna
stadium.
do
They're going to
everything.
start the training facilities.
Bro,
Yeah, your stadium's nasty. I'm not going to lie. It's
it's
rotten.
disgusting,
Nasty.
bro. Disgusting.
Yo, I can't even
Bro.
believe that used to be called the Theatre of Dreams.
Bro, you guys are gonna have if you get the Qatari owners, I feel like the Premier League is gonna be ours for a long time. It's gonna dominate.
I said for a long time,
I
you
don't know
know.
about that. I don't know about
I
that.
don't think
Because
you got
I've-
good competition.
No, because I think City are going downwards. If Pep leaves, City's finished. Let's be real.
He's not going.
Yeah, but run. Let's not move like United haven't spent P though.
We're gonna spend more P's. What's your problem?
I will
It's
say
always
this
P's.
though.
We're gonna spend more P's.
It's not always spending
I'm-
P that is the solution, bro.
I know you mean.
I will say this: the Premier
Chelsea, look at
the Premier
Chelsea
League's at its
spending
best
P
when United and Arsenal are in form. I say that because it's the best rivalry in football. I know like Tottenham and Arsenal's been the funnest one to watch over the years. That's only because United's not been in form. But the Premier League's at its best when United and Arsenal are dominating.
But
Yeah,
like
that's
I said,
like in terms of the Premier League era, not Division 1, but the Premier League era. That's the
Yeah, I'm
main
saying
rivalry.
Premier League. Yeah,
That's the main rivalry. And then Liverpool United. But obviously, like I still feel like even with the new owners, I think they're more gonna be concerned about redeveloping the stadium,
which is good.
boosting
Which is
up the
what we
women's team, boosting up the your training.
fixing up Carrington.
Even your your training.
Carrington.
Have you seen pictures of it? It's dead, bro. It's dead,
Oh,
bro.
man.
It's
That
dead,
is
bro.
cheeky. Man said he came in and it was the same as when he left.
You know when I knew the stadium was dead, yeah, because I know you go in there, yeah. There's no screen, no big screen to watch. Look at, there's nothing. You have to watch the game. You have to watch the game, bro.
Trust me, man don't even see the thing saying VAR. Man have to
Nothing. You have to see
Man have to go on Sky
No,
Glass.
bro. There's a speaker in the thing that says VAR check, bro. There's a thing that says VAR check, bro. But yeah, the stadium's done now. But listen, like I said, like if we get them owners, I think we just go. I think it goes to a different level, like completely different level. And I think standards go way higher. And
This is what I'm saying. You got to be careful what you wish for. You're praying for Qatari owners. I'm saying go Radcliffe.
Nah. That guy is not serious, man. He's not serious, man. We're gonna the same with Glazers. Man. I need guys.
I feel like
that
it's someone who actually cares about the club.
bro. I don't.
That's
no,
even more important. Someone who actually cares.
bro.
No, I think these Qatari owners care, you know. I think they care. I can't lie.
Listen,
They said they
I
wanna
don't
get-
think so. I
listen,
think it's more of a fashion.
They said they
Everyone
wanna
wants
get
to own a
United
club in
back,
London or a club in England right now. Big
I
club.
don't
It's for
care,
fashion.
guys. I don't care. We're gonna be so rich, yeah. It's crazy, bro.
I used to be like an Arsenal fan. Man, delusional right
bro,
now.
we're coming for Kane. We're coming for Saka, bro. I don't want to chat to you. We're going to be arrested here.
Buy Kane for 100 M's. Give me the 100 M's. Give me the 100 M's.
ATMs, bro. We'll buy your stadium as well. We'll buy the Tottenham stadium as well. Just guys, don't chat to me. We'll buy your stadium to live in there, bro. We know how old we're gonna be. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Like the United fan right now. Be United fan. Be United fan right
new
now.
stadium to be built.
Be a United fan.
If they focus on the stadium, they ain't buying no one though.
Yeah,
I think
facts.
we will.
That's how we
I
had
think
to do. We had to struggle for a
Nah,
couple seasons.
But you guys
Still
are
making top four though.
you
I'm
guys
just saying.
understand, bro. These men are spending 6 billion on our club here, and they're just rich, bro. They're just super. They're like so rich. They don't even care what's going on. So I feel like we're gonna be able to buy players. It's just like hopefully we buy the right players.
Ish,
By the right
you
place.
see how these United fans have changed. Back when City got the P, and the oil money, they're
Nah.
winning the game. Now check them. Give it me, daddy. P
Bro,
on my
I'm
face.
saying,
Yeah,
you're moving a bit
stand up.
different, you know. I can't lie.
Yo,
They're moving a bit
man,
different.
Yo, like life's so good, man. I think I'm life's so good. United fan is so good right now because
Man,
we're
said
like
life's so good.
life's
Bro.
good, bro. I'm smiling, bro.
Man's even
Before,
right yet.
bro,
It's
you
been
see-
one season,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, man said life
You're gonna
is
win
good.
League Cup, yeah. So you got a trophy.
Yes.
Ten Hag got. Let's say you win, hypothetical, yeah.
Yeah.
You win a trophy in his
Mm.
first season, and
Yeah.
you get new owners. What is the 5-year plan for United after that? Give me like a realistic 5-year plan
to be the best team in Europe. Why can't we be the best team in Europe?
in 5 years.
City United.
Yes. Why not? We're gonna have the best stadium.
So you're
We're
saying
the best
in a
stadium.
5-year plan, you can win the CL what, once or twice?
once. In 5 years time we can win CL once.
That's a stretch.
You don't think so?
I think they can win a CL within what?
Yeah.
You're gonna qualify this season. You know you won't win
They
next
can win the
season, but let's say another 2-3 seasons.
I
Let's
think
see. Ten Hag gets, like I said, every manager needs 5 transfer windows. How many has he had so far? 2
one.
or 3?
One.
It's a two,
Nah,
innit?
so you get 2 a season, right?
Yeah,
Summer,
no, he's had-
obviously.
Oh yeah, he's had two.
Just two.
You get 2 a season. Summer and January. Yeah.
What we need now is a director of football because I don't trust Ten Hag. Ten Hag, I'll never forgive him I'll never forgive him for Anthony. The things he did to get us Anthony, I'll never forgive him for that. He's not good at. He's not good
Yo,
at
man,
playing
them.
side.
Because of time, we need to get
Go
to
on, let's
the
move on.
predictions.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah,
Master
we'll talk about it
Simon.
later. We'll talk about it another time, man. Cali, if we get cut out, I'm coming in the full thing, bro. In the full thing, fam. I'll get the sorry flag to put behind me, bro. It's mad.
Say no more. Matt sent in his predictions already.
Oh.
So what we'll do is, obviously, Issue went here, so we'll get you involved in the predictions for next week. But obviously, the week that just went, obviously, me and Ron participated in that. So we'll chop up
Go on,
that
let's
real
see.
quick. See if Ron got any points. If he's not, the waste, man. Here we go. All right, so the first game, we'll just do me and Ron for now. So I said Arsenal to beat City 2-1. Obviously, they didn't. Ron said City to win 3-1.
Correct, yeah. Get it. I told you guys, yo. City are gonna destroy you, man.
Good shot. The Arsenal Villa game, I said Arsenal 3-0. You said Arsenal 2-0. Obviously, we both got the result, but not the score.
Yeah, let's go.
Chelsea. You said me and you said 1-1 Ron.
Yeah.
Obviously, it finished 1-0. So no one got that. Forest City. No one predicted Forest to get a draw. We all predicted City wins. I said 2-0. You said 3-0.
Yeah, something like that.
I said 3-0. So obviously, no one got that. Newcastle Liverpool. I said Newcastle. I said 0-0. You said Newcastle win 1-0. So we're both wrong there. And then United Leicester. I said Leicester to win 3-1. You said United to win 2-1. So you got the result. Obviously, you didn't get the score. You should have backed your team harder, my bro. Get me. Tottenham West Ham. I said West Ham to win 2-0. You said Tottenham to win 1-0. So you got the result. You didn't get the score. Yeah, man, you got some decent points there.
Of course, man, of course.
Of course. Circle your club. We'll take a look into next week's fixtures. Obviously, we'll just focus on the Premier League as usual, guys. But we'll talk about the Champions League in the next podcast. What we're saying, Arsenal, Leicester at the King Power. What's your thoughts on that, Ish?
I think Arsenal win 2-1.
Yeah. Also, we
Definitely
do
2-1. I feel like Leicester will score a goal. Just somehow they'll score a goal.
We do goal scorers for bonus points as well. So give me a goal scorer.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Odegaard and I'm gonna go with Nketiah.
Oh, just one.
Oh, just one. And then for Leicester?
Yeah, just one.
Just one for what?
Just one. Like you can either choose a Leicester player or an Arsenal player.
Oh, just one. Okay, just Odegaard. Then I think Odegaard score.
Odegaard, saying that. What are you saying, Ron?
1-0 Leicester.
1-0 Leicester.
Yeah, 1-0 Leicester.
Yo,
you're moving a bit brazy still.
Nah, guys. I don't trust Arsenal, man.
I'm reaching out here.
I don't trust Arsenal.
Who's scoring?
Madison is the score that team. Madison.
Yo, the crack is strong with this one. I think because our defensive has been shaky, I'm gonna say 3-1. Saka to score again. Yeah, because he's just that guy, bro. He's just that guy. City Bournemouth. That's at Bournemouth's ground. What are you saying, Ish?
I'm still going 3-1 City.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a nice turnaround. They're gonna show people that last week was a fluke. They'll be back.
Yeah, who's scoring?
I'm picking Mahrez to score.
Mahrez, yeah. People love shouting Mahrez still.
Yeah, that's my.
But just to let you know, Haaland is half a point because he's just an obvious goal scorer. Who you saying, Ron?
I'm saying 5-0. So it's something crazy that they're gonna destroy them. And I think to score, I think Haaland, I said half a point. He's scoring next game. After what he's doing last game, yeah, he's scoring.
I think it's gonna be a closer than that. I think it's gonna be just a routine 2-0 win for City. And I reckon Rodri will grab a goal. What we got next? That's on the Saturday, Super Sunday. Tottenham Chelsea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Big game, big London derby. We're saying Ish.
I don't think it's got the same energy as they had last time. Obviously, Conte and Tuchel had their thing.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm saying 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs, yeah.
2-1
Who's
Spurs.
bagging?
I
Who's
think
bagging?
Kane gets a goal. Yeah,
You know
just
what
because of the
you
way
saying,
Chelsea's form is right now. If we don't win there, we're not getting top 4.
You reckon?
100%. It's just telltale signs. It's just like you got to eliminate the competition. They're not competition anyway, but as a previous top 4 squad, you just got to show them.
It's early days though. It's still early days, man.
True.
What are you saying, Ron? Though
2-0 Tottenham. And
2-0 Tottenham, yeah.
Richarlison score. I think he's gonna be confident. I think he's gonna be confident.
He's gonna score his first goal.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be
Wait.
confident for Tottenham though. I think it's a comfy game.
I think this is gonna be a boring ass game.
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. It depends. It
It's gonna be
depends.
boring, man. It's gonna be 1-0 Spurs, man. It's gonna be a boring game. I reckon Son will score again as well. He's back in form. Man United Newcastle, massive game, cup final. Definitely watching that one. What are you saying, Ish?
I'm going United, and I'm going with the baddest man on the planet, Rashford, to score. I think United will win 3-1.
3-1, yeah. Who's scoring?
I got Rashford, man. You can't go against my guy right now.
Rashford. Yeah, Rashford's pushing towards the 3/4, you know. And if I can give a full bonus point for Rashford, no, I'm joking.
Nah,
you
give
saying,
him a point, bro. 4-1, bro. We're smashing them, bro.
That's it. 4.
Because you
Yo,
know what?
Finals.
Karius is playing, bro. Karius is dead, man.
Oh, you man-
Listen, he might be here to revamp his career.
Nah,
The good shot stopper, man.
Nah, he's not. He's terrible, bro. Come on, be serious, man.
What you
He's
saying?
terrible.
Who's scoring?
For Rashford, obviously. Rashford.
I don't think it's gonna be at that thing. I think it's gonna go to pens, you know.
Nah.
I think it's gonna be 0-0, go to pens. The nerves are gonna be wrecking.
For who, them or us? I think we're going to be up for it.
And then obviously, what City don't play this weekend? No.
You did. You said City, Liverpool, Crystal Palace.
City. Who have I left?
Liverpool, Crystal Palace.
Ah, yeah, that's it. Liverpool Palace. What are you saying, Ish?
I got a draw at 2-2.
2, yeah.
I just feel like they're going to do something shaky and just revert back. So, yeah, I got a draw coming.
Who's bagging?
I say like Salah's going to score. I can't tell who's going to score for Palace. I really can't.
Salah, yeah. No, you need the one. What are you saying, Ron?
Is Van Dijk back yet?
Yeah, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
He's back. Oh, then they're winning. 2-1 Liverpool. Pretty tight
One,
one.
yeah. Who's scoring?
No one. None of them, innit? Striking the dead, bro. Salah's not scoring. Yeah, give me Salah or someone. Salah.
Give me Salah. Yeah, I think Liverpool winning 3-0, man. I think they're back.
Yeah. Van Dijk's back as well. I think they're back.
Jack Pro to score again. Been 3-3 for him.
Yeah.
Let's quickly go over Matt's predictions real quick. So Matt said Leicester 2-2 with Arsenal. This guy's on sniff, man. Leicester are dead. He said Bournemouth will lose 3-1.
Yeah.
He said Mahrez. You man love the Mahrez thing. Mahrez don't bag like that. He said Palace and Liverpool 1-1, just surprising. He said Nunes.
Yeah.
He said Tottenham to beat Spurs 2-0.
Yeah, I can imagine. I see that.
Kulusevski. Yeah, of course you say Cullen, man. The black rat. The guy loves Cullen, bro. Man U to beat Newcastle 2-0. Bruno Fernandes. That means Bruno scoring a penalty.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah, man. Looking forward to the couple Champions League games. Obviously, Ish, before we go, let us know if you think you're gonna be able to, sort out last week's fumble of the game. Or will Leao
I don't know.
He was
Obviously, Conte's not coaching. If he decides to change up the formation a little bit, maybe. But I know he's going to try and make Conte happy because obviously that's his guy. I think like if he comes with the same starting lineup, yeah, we can get something. Because I feel like Son needs to realize we need you to come back and do something. So by him being benched, he might come on later on in the second half and do something. So they got a lucky goal. I feel like we can come back and win 2-0 at home. That's only if depends how well we play defensively, innit?
Do you think it's worth going all out?
100%. What else do we have to go for? Like the Prem's out of it. What have we got left? FA Cup. Every cup you got to try go in and win something. And I feel like if Conte really wants to go, at least try win something before you leave.
Yeah,
Like, it's not impossible for us to make a Champions League. We made it with a lesser team.
fair enough.
Just need a bit of luck in the tournament.
Ron, what you saying, bro? Obviously, man, were quite good against Barca. To be fair, Barca haven't conceded any goals from open play, and you man came there, grabbed a couple. Rashford again. What are you saying? At Old Trafford, you confident?
We're beating them.
What's the score?
1-0, just 1-0. I think it's gonna be a tight game.
I said we're beating them.
I don't know. I don't foresee beating Barca like just by one goal. Gotta be more.
Nah, I think we're gonna beat them. I think
we're beating them. What's the score?
The 2 goals
I feel like you'll beat them, but it'll have to be like a 2-0 thing. Like you got to do it early.
Maybe because that first game, it was their goals were lucky as well. So I think we should beat them confidently. I think we should beat them like 3-4-0. But you know,
I said 3-4-0.
We were good.
I said he's beating Newcastle what 4-0. He's beating Barca 3-0. Yo, United on a hype, bro.
Listen.
The hype train is here.
Run. If we come back next Monday and you've
let's go games. I'm not coming, bro.
You know these are gonna be. You know,
I'm not coming, bro. If you leave both games, I'm not coming, bro.
I won't need you here, bro. I love the clips. I'm playing them. I'm gonna do the 4-0 and then put the score.
We're slapping. Nah, I think we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them comfy.
No, I love the confidence, man. I love the confidence. But yeah, man, guys, thanks for joining in for the podcast. Ish, I would love to have you back as well next week, my bro.
Thank you for having me, guys, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Obviously, I would say good luck to you, man, but I don't like you man's clubs. So
you have to rate our thing. We're in the listen. It's because you couldn't get there last season. That's why.
I hear that.
Get quiet. Look at you. Get quiet then.
I have to, you know. We fumbled it, man.
Listen, if you fumble this title like you did the 4th place last season, I don't want to hear him for Arsenal fans. For another 3 seasons. I don't care if you win the league the season after. You'll be bottle jobs just like us.
I don't care. If we come top 3, massive improvements. I don't care.
From top 5 to top 3, yeah, gradual improvement. Still though, you can't be sitting at the top of the Premier League the whole year
and not win
and then fumble it with what?
So it's okay when Liverpool do it.
Well, yeah, I never rated Liverpool like that anyway, man. I can't lie.
It's okay when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Trust.
You know why? I don't think it's a problem because Liverpool fans aren't near me. Yeah, I got to deal with Arsenal fans every day. Arsenal and United fans, they populate London more than any other club, which is mad.
I hear that.
Yo, so guys, I don't mind when Liverpool lose.
We'll leave it there. Thank you for joining for the 620 podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on the Twitter and the TikTok. And we'll see you guys next Monday. Bless.